Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser-known part of his life was his contribution to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interest lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can be generally formalized as one-line equation. I am no mathematician. However, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during this process. I am sure this sounds strange to you, or at very least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots and how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's interest. That nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the Turing test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine. I'm not sure that is Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think. Behaviorism. Maybe we're more similar than we think. Alright, Doc, that got a little complicated, but I think I follow what she said. I don't think that's gonna stop Tom from trying to, dump. Oh, what is it? Like, just drop. I imagine one of these has a piece of gum in it. Oh god, are you kidding me? ISA cookbook. Oh, they're cookbooks. Okay, I'm not gonna touch those. Oh yeah, his thing said to keep calm, didn't it? What is that? That's a syringe. What did he do? Oh, doctor, no. What did you do? Doctor. Okay, ew. Oh, what is that? Don't tell me that's what I think it is. Oh, another doggo. Oh, he's so good. Look at that face. No name, though. Oh, that's what he was painting. Maybe that was his argument against Tom, is that machines can't make art. Morphine. Oh no. Did he take the whole bottle? Oh no, doctor, what did you do? Oh god, doctor, what did you do? No. Not like this. Alright, now I'm scared to read this, but let's do it. March 6th of 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I'm concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I'm reporting to ISA. March 7th, I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That's ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I'm going to experiment with some shock therapy. March 8th. I've discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I've contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. Tom is the implant, isn't he? March 9th. The ISA have reported back informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me to not discuss this further with the team. I think that's Russian. I believe this guy's from Russia. I'm continuing to investigate. 11th, 2 days later. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. Oh, that's Tom punishing you. 5 days later, I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities in regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. 10 days later, I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I'm going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. If it's in your mind, you're gonna kill yourself. I'm typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I've successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently, I'm a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. April 5th. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbing of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. April 6th. Dan informed me ISA called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am a danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It doesn't help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. Oh boy, this guy really got to the heart of it. I wonder if... oh no. I wonder if they all turned on him. And I discovered the nature of the implant. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient, and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact, perhaps a drug, riluzole. Maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects, combined with a strong electromagnetic field. I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. That's why they're all on riluzole. April 8th. I have managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It will be more difficult one-handed, but I must persevere. I'm hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will be listening. So that's why he was terminated and why his thing said keep calm. He figured out what was going on. And Tom tried to discredit him. Oh god, I hope this guy made it out alive. He was trying so hard to help his people that he even cut off his own hand to make it happen. I don't know what it says. Molex, because it's a Rolex, I get it. That's funny. Oh god, there's so much reading. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, tell you what, this is so much more reading than I thought it was gonna be. If there's anything of interest in here, I'll be sure to read it out loud.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
So from what I've gathered, they've discovered a plant that can, or rather they discovered some kind of bacteria or virus or something tiny like that can elongate the the life of whatever it is it attaches itself to. And now this doctor, I assume with the consent of the other people in this group, have agreed to run human experimentation by attaching this thing to themselves to see if it expands their lives. That's basically what all this is saying. Okay, so this is like correspondence between the captain and the doctor. So this is fascinating. So much exposition and just these little things. So basically that thing this is basically Chris the captain and Soichi or whatever, the doctor, talking, and Soichi's basically explaining to Chris what they found, which is an organism that can survive radiation and repair damage to human DNA from radiation, and that's basically what they submitted themselves to, is human experimentation to see if they can live longer via this DNA repairing thing. But then why were they implanted with Tom as well? Why am I seeing everyone else's... Where's my crew quarters? Violent scanning, let's do this.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
God, I'm captivated by this game's story.